It's hammer time. So Jake and I are sick of relying on spending for him $10 a day on Copenhagen Chew, and me $10 a week for a pack of cigarettes.
Alright, well, day one, no Copenhagen straight. Been chewing for quite a long time. I've tried to quit in the recent past and reverted back to it, but now my girlfriend and my buddy are taking a pact also with me to quit smoking and drinking coffee. Each one of us has our separate thing. Mine is chew.
We decided, alright, they're bad habits anyways, for him to chew and for me to smoke cigarettes, so we're gonna quit. This actually happened after we had a phone call with his friend who really wants both of us to quit, and he wants to quit using coffee. So he said he's gonna quit coffee while we quit nicotine. The only thing is that he doesn't have to live with us, but we have to live with each other.
Every little inconvenience, no matter how minor, seemed quite aggravating. I was crabby before I left the house. I knew that putting in 10 hours at my place of employment was going to be a very long day, but I underestimated how long it actually was going to be. Today felt like it was a week and a half long. There was nothing to look forward to. Usually after lunch I put a dip in, another pinch of Copenhagen straight. And today I didn't get to do that, and it was miserable.
So I decided to look up some facts on nicotine addiction. So in 2019, 14% of all adults, which is 34.1 million people, smoke cigarettes currently, like in 2019. 15.3% of that were men and 12.7% of that were women. And these are all facts from the CDC. Another one, each day 1,600 youth try their first cigarette. And I know I was like 16 or 17 when I tried my first one. Many adult cigarette smokers want to quit, and that would be including me.
Absolutely miserable. I thought about it from the time I got into the building until I left the building for the day. It was especially bad after eating lunch. I don't know if it helps the digestive process or if it's just almost like a dessert or whatever, but it is an addiction. But yeah, I found myself chewing on random things, eating a lot of candy. I drank about 4 pots of coffee. I'm still craving a pinch of Copenhagen. I made it through my day. Now the next hard part is going to be making it past dinner. That's how it is when you have a years-long nicotine addiction, to just up and not have one day. Usually if I don't have Copenhagen, I steal Elena's cigarettes, and because I'm quitting chewing and she's quitting smoking and my friend Jake Monty is quitting coffee, she will have no cigarettes. So not looking forward to sleeping. I feel like it's going to be a very aggravating night.
Day 2 is fine. Don't really have cravings during the week. I usually just smoke on the weekends anyways. So it hasn't been that bad. Yeah. Pretty normal. I do realize that I've been craving a lot of sweets lately, but that's probably just because, craving sweets. Yeah. Day 2, nothing to report.
Okay, so day 2, not much different than day 1, honestly. Just about as difficult. Cravings were still around. Simple little things are irritating and frustrating. Not in a very talkative mood. Actually, the physical aspect of it kind of got worse. I don't know if it's just all in my head, but I slept like trash last night, so I woke up very fatigued. And it might be the work or the hours, but very fatigued also, just tired in general, physically and sleep-wise. And then on top of that, headaches have started. Mine's a little scattered. Sometimes I lose track of thought.
For smokeless tobacco, the CDC said that in 2019, the percent of adults that had a current use of smokeless tobacco was highest among Midwest people at 3.1% and Southern people at 3%. People who only use chew are less likely to try to quit than people who smoke cigarettes. That's true because Jake tried to quit chewing, I want to say a month ago, and he got 5 days in and couldn't do that anymore, mostly because he got constipated. He's been a user for every day for the last, well, he says probably 10 years, but I'd say 8+ years of constant smokeless tobacco use.
Alright, well, day 3, still sleepless at night, but the cravings have kind of stopped for the most part. It's just after I eat, still kind of foggy, frustrated, tired, but overall, I mean, physically feeling better. The nice thing is the cravings aren't until after I eat. So I've been trying to follow eating a meal with eating something sugary, which probably isn't a great idea, but unfortunately I don't have any gum with me at work. Otherwise I chew on that, and I've still been drinking quite a bit of coffee. Overall, a little bit easier. Definitely not easy, but a little bit easier.
For me, I kind of notice, but it's not really prevalent because I've only been smoking since January of 2020. I definitely see it in his attitude. I'm not sure if he notices. Well, he probably does. That he's irritable about every little thing. So yeah, that's where we're at.